All right, everybody. So we are finishing up 7.2. I believe we got through this slide in class. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move on to the next slide. Again, we're talking about simplifying expressions, which means we are going to be combining like terms. In order for us to combine like terms, they must be the same variable raised to the same power, such as x and x and x. All of these are going to be raised to the same power. They have a power of 1 here, even though you do not see it. That is raised to the power of 1. Then you are going to combine all of those. So again, make those dividers in there. Notice I put all my dividers, and I'm going to take 4x plus a negative 8x plus 3x. When I do that, I would get a negative x. Again, I took 4x plus a negative x plus a positive 3x. Okay, so all of those, so I get negative 1x. Then I take 16 plus a negative 4, because those are my numbers. And I would end up with a negative 1x plus 12. 16 plus a negative 4. Okay, I know I believe we went over that. I just wanted to go over that one more time. All right, here's where I believe we stopped. The very first thing, it says simplify the expression. And what you need to do on each one of these is you need to make sure that you put your dividers in there. That will tell you, okay, what's positive and what's negative. Okay, it also splits up your terms. 15 is a term, negative 9r is a term, positive 7r is a term, and a negative 6 is a term. So when we do this, the same variable raised to the same power, well, negative 9 and a positive negative 9r and a positive 7r, those are both have the same variable of r, both raised to the first power. So I take negative 9r plus 7r, which is a negative 2r. Okay, then what else do I have? Well, I have a 15 and I have a negative 6. So I take 15 plus a negative 6, and then I have plus 9. And I'm done. Okay? Second one, there's one step that we have to do first. We need to distribute that 5 through. Okay, so very first thing is we need to take that 5 and we need to multiply it times everything inside those parentheses, which is 5 times w and 5 times a negative 4. Don't forget that subtraction sign makes it negative. So it's 5 times w, 5 times a negative 4, and you will get 5 times w is just 5w minus 5 times that 4 is 20. And now I still have the plus w plus 8. From here, how do I make it simpler? How could I break this down even more to help me out in my answer? Well, I put up my dividers. When I put up my dividers, then I can see what's positive, what's negative, and I can tell you what I can combine. So, what can I combine here? I hope you said 5w and w. When I take 5w and I'm going to add 1w here, again, the coefficient on any variable that doesn't have a number in front of it is 1. Okay, so I take 5w plus 1w, and that's 6w. Well, that's a lot of w's. Holy buckets. W's. W, W, W. We have 6 w's because we take 5w plus 1w. If you know George W. Bush, he used to be an old president. That's just what I think about whenever I think about W. George W. Bush. And back from that tangent, here we go, back to math. All right, we have negative 20 plus a positive 8. We can do that because both of these are constant. In other words, both of them are numbers. So I take negative 8, negative 20. Okay, here's my negative 20 right here. And I have a positive 8. When I do that, negative 20 plus a positive 8 is going to be a negative 12. I have nothing else I can combine because I have a w here, w, and I cannot combine that with my numbers. I cannot combine those two. Again, I cannot combine a variable with just a number when I add or subtract. I can't add or subtract a variable with a constant. Okay? Do I need to say that again? Okay, I will. I cannot add or subtract a variable with a constant. All right, that's the last time. Till this next problem. Okay, when we look at this one, we have to take something first. What do we have to do first? Distribute. Gosh, I love that word. Distribute. Distribute. Distribute that 6 to everything inside those parentheses. And whenever I'm distributing, I need to multiply. So I take 6 times 5, which is 30, and then 6 times n, which is 6n. Why do I know I'm adding? Well, I'm adding here. Okay, then I have minus 2n. From there, how do I make that simple? I put up my dividers. What can I combine next? 6n and negative 2n. 6n and negative 2n. How'd you know? Man, you guys are good. So when I take 6n plus a negative 2n, I get a positive 4n. Now, what else can I combine? Nothing. I can't combine anything because I still have a constant left. So I have plus 30. Can I combine those two? No! 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 I cannot combine those because I have a variable and I have a constant. I can't combine those. Whew, I'm glad you guys caught that one. All right, last slide. Here's of the day. Please pause now and write this down and I will explain. Pause. All right, so it says a rectangle is 6 inches longer than it is wide. Write and simplify an expression for the perimeter of the rectangle in terms of the width W. Okay, what? Okay. When we look at this, we need to break it down. Okay, very first thing is, we're talking about rectangles. Let's just draw a rectangle. Let's make it easier on ourselves. Okay, so we're drawing a rectangle. Now, it says we're going to be finding the perimeter. How do you find the perimeter of any shape? Add up all the sides. So we're going to be adding up all the sides. Okay, what else can we do here? Well, it says a rectangle is 6 inches longer than it is wide. How wide is it? If we don't know, we're going to toss in a variable. We have no idea how wide it is. Well, and if it's a rectangle, it's a W on both sides. We have no idea how wide it is, so we're just going to use W. Okay? Then, but we do know the length of it. It says 6 inches longer than it is wide. Well, if it's W wide, we plugged in W for our width, it's going to be 6 inches longer than that W. So 6 plus W on both sides. Okay? You with me? Alright, now we have to figure out the perimeter. How do you figure out a perimeter? Add up all the sides. So we need to take W plus 6 plus W plus W plus 6 plus W. I just tossed in those sides, or those parentheses. You do not need those in there, but I tossed them in because then you can see that we have all 4 sides. Okay? Now that you see that, I'm going to take them out. Okay, so now when I look at this, can I combine like terms? Well, yeah, I can combine multiple terms. And the reason why is because I'm going to put my dividers in. Divider, 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 divider. Okay, put all of those in. Now I can clearly see what I can combine. Okay, I have my terms here. We have 6 terms. We have W, we have positive 6, we have positive W, positive 6, positive W. What can I combine? I can combine all of the W's. 1, 2, 3, 4. W plus W plus W plus W is 4W. We have 4W. Then, can I combine 6 plus 6? Yes, I can. I can combine 6 and 6. What's 6 plus 6? 12. I hope you didn't think 36. 6 plus 6 is 12. Okay, so my answer here is 4w plus 12, and I'm done. I'm just looking for an expression. All right, so here's your homework. It is going to be on page 324 and 325. We're doing 2 through 34 evens, 37 through 39 all. Now, when you look at these problems, you are going to be simplifying expressions, meaning you are going to get an expression as an answer. Most of them are not going to be numerical answers. Again, they will probably not be numerical answers. You're going to get expressions such as w plus 4. Okay, that's an expression. You're not going to find w yet. We'll do that later on. Okay, so here's your assignment. Have fun with it. Love it. See you later.